the
This
software.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so now I show you how to install VMware. From starting onwards, I am explaining one by one topic today and tomorrow. Okay, I show you how to download VMware Workstation software. So when you download VMware Workstation at official website, when you type download VMware Workstation at official website in Google, we have this option in top. Click this icon. We got, scroll down. We have two types of options. Windows Workstation System Pro is the software for Windows operating system, for Linux operating system. I want to install, I want that file for Windows operating system, not for Linux operating system. Why? Means my system operating system is Windows 10, that is Windows operating system. That's why I want to download for Windows. Click download now. It will be free software. It will be downloaded. When you click download, like that you want to download. Now I want to install VMware Workstation software in my desktop. Okay, I downloaded VMware Workstation software successfully. Okay, I want to install VMware Workstation software in my system. Why? Means I want to maintain Windows Server operating system in my VMware Workstation software. That's why I want to install VMware Workstation software. Now I explain how to install VMware Workstation software step by step. This is the software I provide to you. This is the software I provide to you. Okay, in that folder, when you open that folder, in that folder you have two types of files. One is license key file and another one is workstation software. Double click this VMware Workstation setup file. To start the installation, you want to double click that file. After double clicking VMware Workstation setup file, you got two types of option, yes or no options. You want to click yes to continue the installation. Means there you click yes button. Click next button. Here you want to select I accept the terms in the license agreement. Select this option and click next. Here click next. Do not change the location. You use the default location only. No need to change the location. Click next. Click next here. After installation is completed, you got shortcut icon on desktop and start menu folder. Start menu folder means here. Okay, click next. Click install. Installing VMware Workstation software. You no need to download that VMware Workstation software. Why? Means I provide that VMware Workstation software and to you. So just by using that software, you follow how to install VMware Workstation. So I explain how to install. By following the steps one by one, you got idea how to install VMware Workstation software in your personal laptops.
వినయ్ ఈ రోజు రేపు స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి ఎండ్ వరకు మొత్తం బేసిక్ కంప్లీట్ చేస్తారు.
మొత్తం complete. Otherwise, is there pending? Means next week we complete all the topics. Like this week only. ఈ రోజు రేపు ఎలా క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటానో నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ సాటర్డే సండే కూడా క్లాస్ తీసుకుని బేసిస్ మొత్తం క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తాను. ఆఫ్టర్
Okay.
ఫస్ట్ డేట్ ఆన్వర్డ్స్ మీకు హనా డేటాబేస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను.
February 1st.
ఫస్ట్ ఆన్వర్డ్స్.
Okay.
By means
Thank you.
tomorrow I think 23rd
Third.
Sunday.
Yes.
Means next week 30 I think Sunday only.
Correct.
So next week Saturday Sunday remaining topics will be completed and close the SAP basis.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Today I
Thank
am
you.
taking 7 hours class. Now 9:30 to 12:30. Afternoon 3 to 6. Like that tomorrow also same timings. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Now click license here. Compulsory you want to provide license. What the software I provided, VMware software, in that software you have license key file. Use that license key file. Click license. Double click this key file. Drag and select the file, right click and click copy and close this notepad file and close the window also. Click here with mouse and press Ctrl plus V button in your
ఒక డౌట్ విని సార్.
one minute.
ఓకే సార్.
Don't disturb on middle of the topic, okay? After the topic you have any doubts, ask me. Okay, here right click. Otherwise, use Ctrl plus V button on your keyboard. Okay, the key is copied successfully. Now click enter. Click finish. So VMware Workstation software is installed successfully. This is the first experiment in your laptop. In this training, on SAP basis training, you want to do the first experiment. I provide the VMware Workstation software to you. By using that VMware Workstation software, you want to install that VMware Workstation software in your laptop by this way. This is the first experiment. Okay, now you ask, what is the doubt? ఇప్పుడు అడగండి ఏంటి మీ డౌట్?
నథింగ్ సార్. ఆ కీ ఇచ్చారు కదా మీరు, ఆ కీ పర్మనెంట్ లైసెన్స్ సార్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటదిగా?
Permanent license key only. That's why I provide that key. It is the permanent license key.
ఒకవేళ లైసెన్స్ లేకుండా ఎట్లా సార్ ఓపెన్ చేసేది? ఐ మీన్ మీరు ఇచ్చింది కాకుండా.
Without license you install means that software will not run
ఓకే
permanently.
సార్.
Compulsory you want to provide license when you're maintaining big software. Okay, this is the first experiment. My side first experiment explaining correct is completed. You one by one experiment today and tomorrow topics you wrote one by one experiment in your book. What are the experiment is completed, you wrote and put tick marks one by one. Don't ask me this what the experiment is there like that. You did not ask me. Okay, 1 minute, I got a call. Now we go to the second topic. My second topic in this training is, so we want to install Windows Server 2012 operating system in VMware Workstation software. That is my second topic in this training. On desktop, you have VMware Workstation shortcut icon. Double click that shortcut icon. DMO migration successful before now only. That's why I take half an hour class late. Okay, we are creating virtual machine only. We are creating new virtual machine. We have options. There are different ways is there to open new virtual machine. One, here you directly click create a new virtual machine option and click file. Here you click new virtual machine, or otherwise you use Ctrl+N shortcut key icon on your keyboard. Click create a new virtual machine. Here when you click first time, you have typical or custom like that options is there. Compulsory here you want to select custom only. Why we want to select custom? Typical means default settings, custom means manual settings. Why we want to select custom means you want to change some settings. In typical, your default settings only they provide. You have no chance to change the settings in typical option. In custom option only is possible to change the settings. That's why you want to select custom advanced there and click next. Click next here. When you install first time, you got like this page. Okay, here you select I will install the operating system later. Means we provide operating system file in the last. That's why I'm not providing that operating system file here. I'm providing the operating system file in the last. That's why here we select I will install the operating system later and click next. So here when you installing first time, you got like this. In this training we are using Windows Server 2012 version. Windows Server 2012 one is Microsoft Windows only. Here, okay. In this drop-down box, you click this drop-down box and select Windows Server 2012 operating system in this list and click next. So they are asking the title of the virtual machine. At what name you want to create virtual machine? Now we are creating virtual machine. At what name you want to create virtual machine? I'm creating virtual machine by this name. I'm not changing, by default name only I'm using. They're asking the location where you want to install the virtual machine. Here you saw in my D drive I have free space. Okay, you select the drive. In which drive you have minimum free space 200 GB or 250 GB minimum free space is there, means you select that drive. In that drive you create one of the folder. I already created new folder and I entered that folder name as Windows Server 2012. Okay, so in this drive I have minimum 200 GB free space is there. That's why I'm selecting this drive for installing virtual machine. In this drive I am installing virtual machine, not SAP software. This drive I use it for installing virtual machine purpose only. So in this drive we have minimum 200 GB free space is there. In that drive you want to create virtual machine. Okay, so select the drive. In D drive, new folder. Now you saw here in D drive, this is the empty. After when creating virtual machine, you got files here. Click browse, D drive. This is one, Windows Server 2012. Okay. After providing the title and location, click next. Click next. Number of process. So here you put mouse here, right click and click task manager and click performance tab. So number of sockets, my system supported 2 sockets. 2 sockets means my system supported process 2 process. So your system supported 2 process means you provided 2 also, no problem. Okay. And number of cores, 12 cores, my system supported 12 cores. So suppose your system is supported only 2 cores, 3 cores, like 4 cores means you select here 2. Suppose your system 4 cores means you select here 2. Suppose your system is supported 2 means you select here 2. Like that, depending on how many core for processors you want to provide for this virtual machine, you enter that process core for process here. After providing, click next. Here RAM, they are asking how much RAM you want to provide for this virtual machine. మీరు ఎంత ర్యామ్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు ఈ వర్చువల్ మెషిన్ కి. సపోజ్ ఇన్ యువర్ ల్యాప్టాప్ యూ హ్యావ్ 8 GB RAM means you provide 4 GB for this virtual machine. Suppose in your laptop have 4 GB RAM means you provide 2 GB RAM for this virtual machine. In your laptop you have 16 GB RAM means you provided 8 GB RAM for this virtual machine. Like that. So I am providing 128 GB RAM. Why means my system have 170 GB RAM. Okay. Click next. Here you want to select use bridge networking. Use bridge networking means in this Windows 10 operating system, I have internet connection. Same internet connection only will came in that VMware also. That's why we are selecting use bridge networking. Click next. Click next. Click next. Click next. Here they're asking the disk size. How much disk you want to provide for this virtual machine? How much hard disk size you want to provide? Enter that hard disk size here. I am providing 900 GB. Why means my disk have that much free space. That's why I'm selecting 900 GB. And you want to select store virtual disk as a single file option also. And click next. Next. This is the final step. You have any change means go back and change. Suppose there is no changes means click finish. When you click finish by this name, you got virtual machine here. Click finish. Click close the home tab. This is the full screen option. Click this icon. Here when you doing first time, you got like this. You want to hide this command bar, click this icon. Hide command bar. Everything is ready. I provided a RAM, processors, hard disk size and location and everything. Finally, one step is pending. We want to provide that Windows Server 2012 file, operating system OS file. So actually up to now, previously, idea about how to install a Windows 10 operating system, Windows 8 operating system by DVD drives like that. But in this training, you learn how to install Windows Server 2012, any operating system, not only Windows Server. So see Linux or Windows 10, any operating system by using ISO file. There is ISO file. In market, there is ISO file. It is free. Anyone can download that ISO file. Windows Linux ISO files is free. You download ISO files at official site. I already downloaded that official file. I provide that file to you also in this training. Now here click CD or DVD setup. When you're installing this operating system by using DVD drive means you select this option and select DVD drive location. When you're installing this OS by using ISO file means select this option and browse that and provide the ISO file. Where is that ISO file is located? Browse in D drive only. This is the file and click OK. And everything is ready. Click power on this virtual machine for installing that Windows Server 2012 operating system. click next button here. Click install now button. So for installing this OS for SAP software installation, you select this option, fourth option, Windows Server 2012 R2 Data Center Evaluation Server with a GUI. Why means we are using SAP software installation purpose only. We are installing this Windows Server 2012 operating system. For that purpose, we want to select that fourth option. That fourth option is supported for SAP software installation in Windows Server 2012. That's why we select fourth option and click next. Select this option. I accept the license terms and click next. Now we are installing fresh operating system, not upgrading. We are installing fresh operating system. 1 minute. So now we are not upgrading the system. We are installing fresh OS. That's why you want to select this option. Single click, custom install Windows only. Suppose in your system you are provided only 200 GB or 250 GB, like that means you simply click next here. Okay. But I have more space. That's why I'm creating drives. Click new. I'm entering the drive space 153900. This is for 150 GB drive space. Click apply. Okay. 150 GB drive, one drive is created. Now this is the empty drive, 749 GB empty drive. Select this drive and click new. I'm creating same size only. I want to create 749 GB only. Click apply. Two drives is created. 150 GB is one drive, 749 GB is another drive. I don't want this 350 MB drive. Select this drive. Click delete. Click OK. So here we want to decide which one is C drive, which one is D drive. So this drive, I use this drive for SAP software installation. This drive I use it for operating system installing. So this is the D drive. I'm choosing 150 GB is C drive and 749 GB is D drive. So select 150 GB and click next. So in my system, within 5 minutes or within 10 minutes, this OS installation will be complete. We want to wait until the OS installation is completed. When this operating system is running, on the time, do not turn off the system or restart the system. When you turn off or restart the system, this OS will be crashed. Now our username is administrator. We want to create a password for administrator. We want to create new password for administrator user account. Admin.123. Admin.123. Click finish. Do not forget this password when you want to log in into this OS by using that password only. Every time you want to log in into this operating system, you want to use this option. Press Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete to sign in. Here in workstation, you have VM. In that VM, you have send Ctrl plus Delete option. Click that one. Username is administrator. Password is admin.123. Press enter key on your keyboard, otherwise use mouse to click this icon. Click yes or no, any option, no problem here. Click yes or no, your wish. Server manager window is automatically opening. Server manager window is automatically opening. It's loaded successfully. First of all, here audio is in disable mode. Now I want to enable the audio. How to enable audio? On the audio icon, right click, click sounds. Click yes. Click OK. Now the audio is enabled. This is the first step. Second step, change the time, date and time zone. This is not our date and time zone. So right click here and click adjust date or time option. Here you saw specific time US and Canada. This is not our time zone. We want to set our time zone. Click change time zone. In this drop down box, click this drop down box. In this drop down box, in this list, we select Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai and New Delhi. This is our time zone. Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai, New Delhi is our time zone. Click OK. OK. And third step, 2 steps is completed. This server manager window is automatically opening. Whenever you log in into this operating system, the server manager window is automatically open. Okay. So there is an option to stop that server manager window automatically open. When you use that option, the server manager window will not open automatically when you log in this operating system. How to stop this server manager window will not open automatically when you log in into this operating system? You have option, click manage, click server manager properties. Select this option. Do not start server manager automatically at logon. Means when you log in this operating system, that server manager window will not open automatically by selecting this option. That's why I'm selecting this option. Next time onwards, when I log in into this operating system, the server manager window will not open automatically. Click OK. And next step, click local server here. Move this bar right side of the screen. Here IE enhanced security configuration is on. IE enhanced security configuration means when you open Internet Explorer, you select this option first. Suppose when you open Google, you got this option. Every time when you open any URL, you got this option. I want to stop this option. So that is IE enhanced security configuration. You set into off means you did not get this option. When you set this IE enhanced security configuration on to off means you did not get that option. So click on. Here select off. Here also select off and click OK. Now I turn that IE enhanced security configuration, I put it into the off mode. Now the IE enhanced security configuration is in off mode. It will be take time to change here from on to off. It will take time. No, that IE enhanced security configuration will not give. Why means it will be turn off. Next option. Next, what we want to do. This VMware is in, this window will be shown not in full screen mode. You want this window on full screen mode and you want to copy files from main operating system to VMware workstation. It is possible to copy files from, this is my main operating system, Windows 10. It is possible to copy files from main operating system to VMware. Suppose this is the file, WinRAR software. This is the WinRAR software. I want to copy this WinRAR software. This WinRAR software is available in Windows 10 operating system. I want to copy that WinRAR software into virtual machine. It is possible. But here, present, it is not possible, but it is possible to copy. When it is possible means you install VMware tools, means on the time it is possible. Now we want to install VMware tools. Here, VM, click install VMware tools. Now we are installing VMware tools. After installing VMware tools, that VMware workstation got full screen. Click this icon, click run setup 64.exe. VMware got full screen and you got option, copy option from main operating system to virtual machine. Click next, next, install. Installing VMware tools. Click finish. They asked to restart. I will restart later. That's why I'm clicking next. No, no here. Now you saw you have option. Right click, copy, right click, you got paste option. And you got full screen also. Now final step. Right click. I did not get here personalize option. I want personalize option. That is the final step. Here click dashboard. Click add roles and features. Click server selection. Click features. Scroll down. Expand user interfaces and infrastructure option. Select desktop experience. Click add features. Click next. Restart the destination server automatically if required. Select this option and click yes. Means when this feature is installed, automatically the system also will be restored. Click install. After this installation is completed, we got for personalization option after this installation is completed. For that purpose only we are installing desktop experience. Now login into the system by using Control plus Alt plus Delete. VM send Control plus Alt plus Delete. Username is administrator. Password is admin.123. Enter. Okay. When the screen, suppose I did not use the system until off hour, means the screen will not goes to blank screen. I want this screen, this like only, means we want to turn off the screensaver. When you turn off the screensaver means you did not use the system. I did not use the system. I leave the system means so many hours also the system will be look like this only. It does not turn into the blank screen. How I want to set, right click personalize option. మనం ఇలా చేసామంటే స్క్రీన్ టర్న్ ఆఫ్ అవ్వదు. ఎంతసేపటికైనా మీరు అలాగే ఉంచేస్తే అలాగే ఉంటుంది, బ్లాంక్ స్క్రీన్కి వెళ్ళదు. ఎస్పాన్ మ్యాజ్ click here screen saver option. In this list, in this click drop down box, in this list you select anything, not none. You select any option, not none. Here in weight we have 1 is there, no? In the place of 1 you set 4 nines. You set 4 nines. After you click change power settings. Here in your laptop, whatever option is selected in your laptop, opposite that option you have change plan settings. మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో ఏ ఆప్షన్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసింటే దానికి ఎదురుగా చేంజ్ ప్లాన్ సెట్టింగ్స్ ఉంటుంది, దాన్ని క్లిక్ చేయాలి. సో సెలెక్ట్ all the options and set as never. Okay, in my system I have only 2 options is there. In my laptop I have 4 options is there. Some my friends laptop they have 6 options is there. Like that, how many options is there? All the options you set to never. మీకు ఎన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్న అన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ అక్కడ నెవర్ సెట్ చేయాలి. ఆఫ్టర్ సెట్టింగ్ ఆల్ ద ఆప్షన్స్ as never, click save changes and close this window. Click apply. Okay. Now screensaver will be turn off successfully. I want this PC shortcut icon. I want this PC shortcut icon. Same here in this page only. Click change. Suppose here, right click, personalize. Click change desktop icons. Select computer here and select this PC icon. Apply. Okay. Now I got this PC shortcut icon on my computer. So our operating system is ready to install SAP software. మన ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇప్పుడు రెడీగా ఉంది SAP సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయడానికి. To VMware workstation and Windows Server 2012 operating system is completed. Now next topic is pre-installation steps. Next topic is pre-installation steps. Before installation you want to do some settings, that is pre-installation steps. Installation ముందు కొన్ని స్టెప్స్ చేయాలి. In that, first step is compulsory step and first step is FQDN. FQDN means fully qualified domain name. They called as full computer name also. How to check your system computer name? మీ సిస్టమ్ యొక్క కంప్యూటర్ నేమ్ ఎలా చూడాలి? There are 2 ways is there to check your computer name. 2 ways లో మీ సిస్టమ్ యొక్క కంప్యూటర్ నేమ్ మీరు చూడొచ్చు. And how to check your full computer name? మీ full computer name ఎలా చూడాలి? There is one way to check your full computer name. On this top, this PC is there, shortcut icon. Select that this PC, right click, properties. Computer name, full computer name, both are same. Computer name, full computer name, both are same. Close. And another way is there to check your computer name. ఇంకో వే ఉంది మీ కంప్యూటర్ నేమ్ చెక్ చేయడానికి కమాండ్ ప్రాంప్ట్. By using command prompt to check your computer name, click Windows, down arrow, move the bar right side of the screen, click command prompt. Command is host name. Command is host name and press enter key. Computer name will be displayed. Now I want to change that computer name. I want to set FQDN. FQDN means fully qualified domain name, full computer name. How to set FQDN? On desktop, this PC is there, no? Select this PC, right click, properties. Click here, change settings and close the window. Click change. Here, enter the computer name. Computer name is in small letter. In this training, I am using computer name is NWA SRV. In this training, I am using the computer name is NWA SRV. Okay, that is the computer name. Suppose you did not want to enter the domain name, means click OK, and your computer name and domain name is both are same, means computer name, full computer name. Now here you saw computer name is NWSRV and full computer name also NWSRV. But I want to maintain domain name also. I don't have domain server, but I maintain domain name. Means I'm using one dummy domain name here. In this training, I'm using one dummy domain name. I don't have domain server here. I don't have domain name, but I am using one dummy domain name. Okay, click more. Enter domain name here. In this training, I am using the domain name is vk.techsystems.edu. This is the domain name. vk.techsystems.edu. Maximum in companies they are using domain name. Maximum they provide domain name. There are some companies only they did not use domain name here. So okay. In this training, suppose you don't want to use domain name means you did not enter anything there. You want to use any dummy domain name means your wish. You use any domain name, your wish. Click OK. Now you saw computer name is NWSRV. Computer name is NWSRV. vk.techsystem.edu domain name. So computer name plus domain name is equal to full computer name. Click OK. After restart only these changes will be done. Whatever you change the computer name, after the restart the system only your computer name will be changed. మీరు రీస్టార్ట్ చేస్తేనే సిస్టమ్ రీస్టార్ట్ చేస్తేనే కంప్యూటర్ నేమ్ అనేది చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. క్లిక్ ఓకే. క్లోజ్. Click restart now. This is the first and compulsory step in pre-installation steps. Third topic is pre-installation steps. This is the first pre-installation step. FQDN, fully qualified domain name. They called as full computer name also. This is the first pre-installation steps. Compulsory step. You install any SAP software, that is ABAP system or Java system or ABAP plus Java system, any SAP software. This step is mandatory. Okay. In Linux also this step is mandatory. But in Linux you did not do like this. When installing operating system only, on the time you do this step in Linux operating system. Okay. Now press Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete to sign in. Username is administrator, password admin.123. Compulsory when you log in this operating system, every time we use this credential compulsory. Enter. Now I want to check my computer name is set or not, full computer name. This PC, right click, properties. Computer name, full computer name. Command prompt. Host name command. Enter. Okay. First step is completed. Second step, set the paging file size. Paging file size are also called as swap size, are also called as virtual memory. Set the paging file size. How much size we want to set? You check in prerequisites check and set your paging file size. You set in prerequisites check and set the proper paging file size. Now I want to setting one dummy paging file size. Means I am not entering proper paging file size. I am entering wrong paging file size here. How to set paging file size? On desktop you have this PC shortcut icon, right click, properties. Click here, advanced system settings. Click settings here. Click advanced tab. Click change. So drives are is in disable mode. You want to get that drives is in enable mode, means remove tick mark for this option. Now we got drives. I have two drives here. C drive, D drive. Double click D drive. Click format disk. Click start. OK. OK. Close. C drive, D drive. I install OS files in C drive. I want to install SAP software in D drive. So I select, I want to set paging file size for D drive. Why means I am installing SAP software in D drive. Suppose you have only one drive, means you select that drive only. Okay. I have two drives, C drive, D drive. D drive is my paging file size. Okay. Now paging file size for D drive is none. Select this custom size. I am entering 25000 30000. This is your system paging file size. This paging file size is recommended for all the systems maximum. Okay. Now when we click set, whatever paging file size we allocate, we enter here, that paging file size is allocated for this drive. Click OK. OK. After restart only the changes will be done. After restart only the changes will be done. Click OK. Click apply. OK. OK. Restart now. Press Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete to sign in. Username is administrator, password admin.123, login. Okay, two steps is completed. One is FQDN, fully qualified domain name, and second one is paging file size. Next one is mapping of IP address to hostname. We do this step or not? Your wish. This is not a mandatory prerequisite step. This is mandatory step in kaadu. Mandatory, not a pre-installation step. Okay, you want to do means do. Otherwise, leave it also, no problem. Mapping of IP address to hostname is nothing. In the place of IP address, you use hostname. That's only mapping of IP address to hostname. IP address use చేసే ప్లేస్ లో అంతా మీరు host name యూస్ చేసేలాగా సెట్ చేసుకుంటారు. దాన్నే mapping of IP address to hostname. Okay. Now, first of all, you lost your phone. 1 minute. Now, check how to set mapping of IP address to hostname. First of all, I want to open the command prompt. host name. That is my computer name, NWSRV. Now I want to check my IP address, my system IP address. What is the command to check our system IP address? ipconfig is the command to check our system IP address. ipconfig. This is the IP address 192.168.0.142. Right click, click mark, drag and select and press enter key. It will be copied. Now I want to check that IP address is pinging or not. Means it is connecting or not. IP address connect అవుతుందా లేదా చెక్ చేయాలి. What is the command to check that IP address is pinging or not? Command ఏంటి? IP address ping అవుతుందా లేదా చెక్ చేద్దాం. Ping space right click and paste. Enter. That is now IP address is pinging. It is connecting. It is connecting. It is pinging. Okay. Now minimize this command prompt. Double click this PC. Double click D drive. Okay, sorry. Back. Double click C drive. Double click Windows folder. Here, scroll down. Double click System32 folder. Double click drivers folder. Double click etc folder. Double click host file. So, open that host file by using Notepad. That's why I'm selecting Notepad here. Click Notepad. Now close this window. Here, click and press space bar. So our IP address, right click, paste the IP address. That is the IP address. Give space, minimum one space between the IP address and host name. IP address ki host name ki రెండిటి మధ్యన ఖచ్చితంగా ఒక్క స్పేస్ అన్న మినిమం కంపల్సరీగా ఉండాలి. Host name is NWASRV. Okay, NWASRV. File, save, close. Now I use IP address in the place. Now I use computer name in the place of IP address. నేను ఇప్పుడు IP address యూజ్ చేసే ప్లేస్ లో అంతా computer name యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. Now I want to check my IP address is connecting or not. నా IP address కనెక్ట్ అవుతుందా లేదా చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. Ping space NWSRV. In the place of IP address, I use computer name. Enter. They showing your IP address is connecting. అది మనకి IP address కనెక్ట్ అవుతుందని చూపిస్తుంది. So in the place where I want to use IP address, in that I use computer name. In the place of IP address, I use computer name. That is only mapping of IP address to host name. IP address యూస్ చేసేదల్లా కంప్యూటర్ నేమ్ యూస్ చేసేలాగా సెట్ చేసుకున్నాం. Next, fourth one. In this training, we are using Oracle database. In this training, we are using Oracle database. Oracle database means before installing SAP software only, we want to install Oracle database software. Okay, before installing SAP software only, we want to install Oracle database software. Now we want to install Oracle database software. Fourth step is in pre-installation steps. Fourth step is we want to install Oracle database software. First of all, how to download Oracle database software from SAP Service Marketplace. SAP Service Marketplace or SAP Support Portal. Open the browser. URL is https://support.sap.com. Click software downloads. Enter the username. After entering the username and click continue. Only in companies, some persons have only access to login into the support portal. Access person only login is possible. enter the password and click login. Click by category, scroll down. Click SAP NetWare and complementary products. Click SAP NetWare. Click SAP NetWare 7.5. Click installation and upgrade. So it is Microsoft Windows only, their Oracle database, no problem. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll to the last of the screen. That last two files, Oracle RDBMS 12.1 Windows x64 1/2. First of all, download first file. Compulsory you want to download that two files. When you download that two files, it will become on GIF format. Now download second file. This is the way to download the Oracle database software from SAP support portal. They call it a service marketplace also. So this is the way to download the files. Okay. After downloaded, these files will come on GIF format. Now we want to extract. First of all, their software is there here. SAP NetWare 1.5. No. First of all, I want to install WinRAR software here. In Windows Server, I want to install WinRAR software. Double click this setup file, click install, click OK, done. WinRAR is successfully installed. Now by creating one of the folder name is SAP NetWeaver 7.5. I want to copy the softwares. In this training, I am not using latest kernel software. I use old kernel software. Why means I want to show how to upgrade the kernel software. For that purpose, I am not using latest kernel. Then installation time. Kernel Oracle client. Hmm. 22.1. Yesterday, new one released. Yes. Okay, Oracle database is installed successfully. Oracle database we downloaded successfully. After downloading that Oracle database, we got GIF file. Oracle, double click this folder. So this is the, after downloading, we got these two files. These two files is in GIF file. First GIF file indicating we extract me. Remaining file I only extract. First నన్ను extract చేయండి, రెండో దాన్ని నేనే extract చేస్తానని icon indicate చేస్తుంది. Okay, so here I want to extract in this folder only. Select the first file, right click, click extract here. After extracting that GIF file only, use that file. ఆ ఫైల్ ని extract చేస్తేనే మనం దాన్ని యూజ్ చేయగలం. విత్ extract చేయకుండా మనం యూజ్ చేసుకోలేం. Without extracting, it's not possible to use that file. After extraction only, you use that file. I am extracting that software. Why means after downloading that Oracle database software, we got in GIF files only. So I want to extract. After extraction only, I want to install that Oracle database in my system. Is possible. Okay, we have Oracle 10C, Oracle 11G, Oracle 12.1C, Oracle 12.2C, Oracle 18C, Oracle 19C. These are the Oracle versions. In this training, I am using Oracle 12.1C version. All the Oracle database releases installation is same. There is no difference. Suppose there is difference means 1 or 2 steps only. Remaining all steps is same. Until afternoon installation, everything will be completed. Afternoon 3 to 6, start and stop SAP GUI post installation steps will be completed. Tomorrow morning 9 to 12 o'clock, user role profiles, client, RFC, operation mode, work process topics completed. And afternoon background job, printing, like that, remaining topics will be completed this week. And next week we have any topics one by one will be completed. Saturday and Sunday total SAP basis training will be completed. February 1st onwards we started HANA database. Tomorrow onwards I send the videos. You follow that videos and practice. నేనే చెప్తాను మీకు ఈ రోజు ఏ టాపిక్ మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి, ఈ రోజు ఏ టాపిక్ అనేది. నేను ఏ టాపిక్ చెప్పానో ఆ టాపిక్స్ మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే యువర్ సైడ్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్స్ విల్ బి కంప్లీటెడ్. మీ సైడ్ మీరు నీట్గా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసినట్టు. Extracted successfully. Okay, double click this extracted folder. Now I want to I am installing Oracle database in my system. Double click this folder, double click database folder, double click SAP folder, double click this. You open in PowerShell or otherwise command prompt, your wish. They have two options is there. Double click this file, second file. They ask drive. In which drive I want to install this Oracle database. Suppose you have only one drive, C drive, means press enter key. So I have two drives. In D drive, I want to install Oracle database software. So enter D in caps, put colon and press enter key. And the asking SID. In your company, when you are installing in your company provide a SID. What the SID want to enter that? You want to enter that SID here. We have SAP SID, they called as SID or SAP system ID. SAP system ID or SAP SID or SID. Okay. What is the use of SAP system ID? Means to identify the system. For that purpose, we use SAP SID. SAP SID is 3 alphanumeric characters. 3 alphanumeric characters means 3 caps letters compulsory. First one is compulsory A to Z letter only. Remaining 2 A to Z letter are 0 to 9 digit. This is the rule of SAP SID. There are reserved SIDs. You did not use that reserved SIDs. In company, when you are installing in company systems, they provide SID for you. You enter that SID there. In this training, I am using SID as NWA. Enter. So SAP system ID and database ID both are same. In this training, I'm using SAP system ID is NWA and database ID is also NWA. Database ID they called as DBSID. DBSID or database ID, both are same. Mice. So they asking email. I don't have any registered email for Oracle database. That's why I'm not entering the registered email. In company compulsory they provide the email for you. You enter that email there. But in this training I'm not using any email. Click next without entering the email. They're asking without entering the email you continue the installation. Yes. Click yes. Install database software only. We are not upgrading. We are installing. We are not configuring. Click next. Single instance database installation only. Click next. Default language is English only. Click next. Enterprise edition option only is there. Click next. So they asking register username and password. I don't have any register username and password for Oracle. So that's why I want to skip this option for registering username and password. We select this option means you don't need to enter the username and password. In company compulsory they provide the username and password to you. But in this training I'm not using the username and password. In company compulsory they provide the username password to you. You enter that username and password there. But in this training I'm not using the username and password. Without entering the username and password to go to the next step means you select this option. Use Windows built-in account. Click next. So they're asking without entering the username and password you go to the next step. Yes. So in this path Oracle database will be installed. This is the location in D drive, Oracle folder, NWA SID folder, and 12102 is the folder. Click next. Prerequisites check is running. Okay, now click install. We want to wait. It will take some time. We want to wait until the Oracle database installation. You got successful message. Until success message, you want to wait.
Hello, sir. Hello, Vinay.
సో ఆర్కిల్ డేటాబేస్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ గా ఇన్స్టాల్ అయిపోయింది. ఆర్కిల్ డేటాబేస్ ఇస్ ఇన్స్టాల్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్లీ. క్లిక్ క్లోజ్ క్లిక్ చేయాలి. నౌ ఆర్కిల్ database is installed successfully. That is one of the pre-installation step. First one is FQDN, second one is paging file size, third one is mapping of IP address to host name, fourth one is download the Oracle database, fifth one is extract that Oracle database, sixth one is install that Oracle database successfully. Now seventh one is download the Oracle client software. We want to download the Oracle client software. Why means when you installing SAP software, we used Oracle database. That's why you want Oracle client software also. మనం Oracle database software యూస్ చేసాం కాబట్టి ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ టైంలో Oracle client software అడగద్ది. మనం ఆ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేయాలి. Without Oracle client software, SAP software installation, this SAP software installation is not possible. You did not get successful installation. That's why we want Oracle client. When installing this SAP software, on that time they asked Oracle client software. We want to download that Oracle client software from SAP Service Marketplace. https://support.sap.com. Click software downloads. Enter the email. And click continue. After entering the password, click login. By category, SAP NetWare and complementary products, SAP NetWare, SAP NetWare 7.5, installation and upgrade, scroll down. There Oracle client, only one file. When you download, you got it zip file, Oracle client. This is the way to download the Oracle client software from SAP Service Marketplace. Now we want to extract that Oracle software. Why means it is in zip file. It is in zip file. We want to extract the Oracle client software. Okay, double click SAP NetWare 7.5 folder, double click Oracle client folder. This is the zip file. Right click and click extract here. Okay, it is extracted successfully. Now go back. Now next one. We want to download export file also from service marketplace. We want to download export file. Same, already you know how to log in and everything. Same location only. Where you download Oracle client and our Oracle database, same location only. Okay. Database, anything, no problem. For Windows operating system and Linux operating system, both are same files. Export file is same in Linux and Windows operating system. Scroll down. That is the file. NetWare NW 7.5. NW means NetWare 7.5 installation export. That is the file. Okay, this is the way to download. And we want to extract that file because it is in zip file. Double click that folder, select the file, right click and click extract here. Okay, it is extracted successfully. Now next we want kernel software. What is the use of kernel software? Based on kernel only, your SAP software will be run, installed. After also your SAP software will be run on based on kernel only. Kernel మీద based అయ్యి SAP software install అవుద్ది. Installation complete అయ్యాక kernel మీద based అయ్యే run అవుద్ది. Okay. Kernel is the runtime environment to run the software component. Whatever software you are installing, that software will be run based on kernel only. మీరు ఏదైతే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తున్నారో ఆ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కెర్నల్ మీదే బేస్డ్ అయి రన్ అవుతుంది. Okay, every operating system and every database have different kernel file. ప్రతి operating system ప్రతి database కి different kernel file ఉంటుంది. Now when installation time you want IGSEXE.sar file. When installation time you want IGSEXE.sar file. How to download IGSEXE.sar? Same portal only. Support packages and patches. Click by category. Scroll down. Click SAP NetWare and complementary products. Click SAP NetWare. Click SAP NetWare 7.5. Scroll down. Okay, click application server ABAP. SAP IGS 7.53. That is one of the file. When installation time, they ask that file SAP IGS.exe.r. Every operating system have different file. Means this is Windows operating system file. You use this file in Linux, it is not possible. Okay. So every operating system have different file. Windows operating system, Linux operating system, ilaga prati operating system ki IGS.exe.r అనేది separate file untadi. Click and download that file. When installation time, they ask to IGS.exe.r file. That's why before installation, you want to download that IGS.exe.r file. IGS helper.sar file also. When installation time, they ask to IGS helper.sar file. Same location only. OS independent means this file is supported for all operating system. OS independent means this file is supported for all operating system. Any operating system ki file support chestadi. You want to download IGS helper.sar file. Why means when installation time, they ask for IGS helper.sar file. You want to provide that IGS.sar file. That's why before installation, you want to download IGS helper.sar file. IGS helper, IGS exe. Next, host agent. Same where you download IGS helper, IGS.exe.sar, same location only you have SAP host agent. SAP host agents, we have two versions, 1.21, 1.22. I'm using latest version 1.22. So this file also, every operating system have different file. You select proper file. Which operating system you are using, you select that file. Okay, this file also, when installation time, they ask that file, this file. That's why before installation, you download this file. DBA tools.sar. Same application server app. This is the kernel file. DBA tools.sar file is the kernel file. Scroll down. We have three types. We have three types of kernel versions: 745, 749, 753. All the versions is supported for installing SAP NetWeaver 1.5 software. ఏ వర్షన్ అన్నా యూస్ చేసుకుని ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయొచ్చు, అన్ని వర్షన్ సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. బట్ ఇన్ దిస్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ 753 version. That is the latest version. That's why I'm using 753. Click 753. DBA tools.sar file. It is one of the kernel software. DBA tools.sar file is one of the kernel software. So that kernel software is available for only Oracle database. No other database that file is not used. Oracle database software అప్పుడు ఒక్కటే ఆ kernel software కావాలి మనకి. DBA tools.sar అనే ఫైల్ మనకు కావాలి Oracle database యూస్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఒక్కటే. ఇంకే database యూస్ చేసినా ఆ kernel software మనకు అవసరం లేదు. So you want to download DBA tools.sar file. Why means when installing SAP software, they ask that file DBA tools.sar file. That's why before installation, you want to download that DBA tools.sar file. Now we want to download SAP exe.sar file. Is the kernel software. SAP exe.sar is the kernel software. Windows operating system, database independent. It is the kernel, SAP kernel 1.53. It is the kernel software. So this is the latest software. This is the previous one. In this training, I'm using the previous file. SAP exe 801. Last kernel software is database, kernel database software. Windows, Oracle. Is there Oracle? Okay, Windows, Oracle. So this is the database kernel file. Database kernel file. Every database have different file. This is the Oracle database file. Every database has different file. In this training, I'm using previous file, not latest file. So that file is supported for only Windows operating system Oracle database. Other database, that file is not supported. Why? Means every database have different file. And kernel downloaded successfully. Next, we want to download SWPM software. SWPM means software provisioning manager. We want to download SWPM, software provisioning manager. What is the use of SWPM? You want to install
Vinay?
SAP software. Yeah.
Vinay, can you repeat what are the kernel files? List of the kernel files.
In installation time, they asked IGSEXE.sar is one of the file.
Okay.
IGSEXE.sar, IGShelper.sar,
Okay.
SAP host agent.sar,
DAV, DBA tools.sar,
SAP
SAPexe.sar.
host, SAPexe.sar, SAPexedb.sar. That DBA
Okay.
tools.sar file is only for Oracle database only.
Okay.
Other
Fine.
database, that file is not. Only 5 kernel files. For Oracle, only 6 kernel files.
Okay.
That
Thank you.
SAP exedb is database file, database kernel file. Now, what is the use of SWPM? Now I want to install SAP NetWare 7.5 software. By using SWPM only, that SAP NetWare 7.5 software installation is possible. That's why I want that SWPM software. You want to download SWPM software from SAP Service Marketplace. How to download SWPM? Software Provisioning Manager. https://support.sap.com/sl toolset is the quick link to download SWPM. 1 minute. This is the quick link to download SWPM. Scroll down and click download software provisioning manager. Enter the username and password. Enter the username and password. Quick logon. Click logon. There are 2 types of software provisioning manager. Software provisioning manager 1.0, software provisioning manager 2.0. Now I am installing SAP S/4HANA software, means I want to download software provisioning manager 2.0. I'm not installing SAP S/4HANA software. I'm installing SAP NetWare 7.5 software. That software option is available inside Software Provisioning Manager 1.0, not on 2.0. In a Software Provisioning Manager 2.0, when I'm installing SAP S/4HANA software, I want to download Software Provisioning Manager 2.0. సో SAP S/4HANA సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలనుకున్న టైంలోనే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ప్రొవిజనింగ్ మేనేజర్ 2.0ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి. So now I am not installing software provisioning manager, sorry, SAP S/4HANA software. I'm installing SAP NetWare 7.5. Why I want software provisioning manager? నాకు ఇప్పుడు సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ప్రొవిజనింగ్ మేనేజర్ ఎందుకు కావాలి? Now I want to install SAP NetWare 7.5 software. By using software provisioning manager only, it is possible to install SAP NetWare 7.5 software. That's why. SAP NetWare 7.5 software option is available inside software provisioning manager. That's why click software provisioning manager 1.0. This file also, every operating system have different software provisioning manager. Select proper operating system. Our operating system is Windows on x64 64-bit. Select proper operating system. We have two types of SWPM is there, 70 SWPM.SAR, SWPM.SAR. SAP NetWare 7.5 software option is available inside SWPM.SAR file. That's why in Software Provisioning Manager 1.0, now I am downloading SWPM.SAR file. Why means in SWPM.SAR file only that SAP NetWare 1.5 software is available. By using SWPM only, I want to install SAP NetWare 7.5. I want to install SAP NetWare 7.5 by using SWPM only is possible. Without SWPM, I have no chance to install SAP NetWare 7.5 software. That's why I'm downloading SWPM.SAR file. It is .SAR. Already they're telling I'm .SAR file. Already they're telling I'm .SAR file. అది చెప్తుంది మనకి నేను .SAR file ని అని. What means you want to extract that .SAR file. You want to extract that .SAR file. In SAP system, you want to extract .SAR file by using SAP car. SAP car is one of the software. By using that SAP car software, you want to extract the .SAR files in SAP system. SAP system లో ఏ సార్ ఫైల్ అన్నా మీరు ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలి. సార్ ఫైల్ అంతే దాన్ని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలంటే SAP car టూల్ యూస్ చేసి ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలనేది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. Compulsory after extracting SAR file only, inside we got files. Compulsory you want to extract the .SAR files. What is the use of SWPM? So now I want to install SAP NetWare 1.5 software. By using SWPM only, it is possible to install SAP NetWare 1.5 software. What is the use of SAP car? By using SAP car only, we extract SWPM.SAR file. Without SAP car, SWPM.SAR file extraction is not possible. We want to extract SWPM.SAR file by using SAP car. That's why. How to download SAP car? You want to download SAP car from service marketplace only. https://support.sap.com. Support packages and patches by category. Scroll down. SAP technology components. SAP car. SAP car 7.22. So this one also, every operating system have different file. I want Windows file only. That is the file we want to download. By using that SAP car.exe file only, we extract the SWPM.SAR file. I want to extract SWPM.SAR file. That's why I'm downloading that SAP car.exe file. Now I show you how to download, how to extract SWPM. Okay, extract SWPM. In this folder, swpm.sar file is there and SAP car file is there. In this folder only, I want to extract. In SAP NetWare 1.5 folder, in SWPM folder, I want to extract. Where you want to extract in that folder, you put SAP car and swpm.sar file. There, press shift button, press mouse right click and click open command window here option. Okay, now command prompt in D drive in SAP NetWare 1.5 folder in SWPM folder. Copy this file name. You enter manually, otherwise you copy and paste that file name. That is .exe file. You enter .exe or not, your wish. అక్కడ .exe enter చేస్తే చేయొచ్చు, చేయకపోయినా ఏం కాదు. Minus space minus SF or SVF, small letters. Space SF or SVF, your wish. SF అని ఇవ్వచ్చు లేదా SVF అని ఇవ్వచ్చు. Space this SAR name. You want to copy and enter this SAR name. This is the command to extract swpm.sar file. Press enter key. Wait until all the files extracted. You got success message. Wait until success message. Okay, all files extracted. 870 files extracted. Close. Now final step. Final pre-installation step. What is the last pre-installation step? Prerequisites check. Before installation, you want to check. That one is prerequisites check. Okay, means what in prerequisites check, they check your host name is correct or not, your IP address is correct or not, your swap size is correct or not, your operating system version is okay or not for SAP software installation, your operating system language is okay or not for SAP software installation. Like that, they check and send the message and they tell everything is okay or not. So that is the prerequisite check. Is there any problem? Means you solve the problem and after that everything is okay, means on that time only you start the installation. That is the prerequisite check. How to do prerequisite check? Prerequisite check ela cheyali? In SWPM folder, scroll down, double click SAP entity. When you double click SAP entity, software provisioning manager screen will be open. Click continue to this website, not recommended. Username is administrator. Password is admin.123 and click OK. So username administrator, voice user only, administrator and password. Now software provisioning manager screen is open. By using this screen, we install the SAP software, uninstall and everything. Scroll down. Our software is SAP NetWare 1.5. Expand SAP NetWare 1.5 software. Click this icon. Our database is Oracle database. Expand Oracle database. Click this icon. Inside preparations, we have prerequisites check options. Expand preparations. Select prerequisites check. Select or double click, your wish. Click next. Scroll down. These are the options they're showing. Database instance ASAP. You want to select database instance ASAP. Why means we are installing ASAP system only. AS means application server ABAP system. We have two types of systems, AS ABAP system and AS Java system. We are installing AS ABAP only. Select database instance AS ABAP and select primary application server instance AS ABAP. Select central services for ABAP AS ABAP. Central additional application server instance AS ABAP. Here you want to select all the what are the options they showing for AS ABAP. You select all the options, means 1, 2, 3, 4 options. After selecting the prerequisites check options, click next. ఇక్కడ ఏ ఆప్షన్స్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాక నెక్స్ట్ క్లిక్ చేయాలి. Our database is correct. Oracle only database type. Click next. This is Unicode system. You remember here we have tick mark. Tick mark means this is the Unicode system. They're telling recommended Unicode system only. These are the options we selected. మనం select చేసిన options ఇవి. Click next. Scroll down. SAP exe.sar file is status still missing. Still missing means what is the meaning of status still missing? What they telling? అది మనకి ఏం చెప్తుంది? What is the information they providing to me? అది మనకి ఏం చెప్తుంది? ఏం చేస్తుంది అది? ఈ పేజ్ మనకి ఏం తెలుస్తుంది? I'm clicking next. What they telling?
We need to provide a SAR file.
Status still missing means you did not provide that file, means they did not allow to go to the next page. Status still missing అంటే ఆ ఫైల్ మనం అడుగుతున్న ఫైల్ కావాలని ఆ ఫైల్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయకుండా నెక్స్ట్ పేజ్కి వెళ్ళాం. Now I try to go to the next page. They did not allow to go to the next page. Next page కి నన్ను పంపిలేదు. ఇప్పుడు నేను ట్రై చేశాను నెక్స్ట్ పేజ్కి వెళ్ళడానికి నన్ను పంపిలేదు. ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఆ ఫైల్ ఇస్తేనే నేను పంపిస్తాను. You provide that file, after only I allow to the next page. That is the meaning of status still missing. Okay, they asking SAP exe.sar file. We want to provide that file. Status still missing. Status still missing meaning means we want to provide that file here in this page. Click this icon in D drive, SAP NetWare 1.5 in kernel folder is there. Select and click next. Now scroll down. Status available. Status available means we are provided correct file. Status available means they give permission to go to the next page. మనం కరెక్ట్ ఫైల్ ఇచ్చాం, అందుకే స్టేటస్ అవైలబుల్ వచ్చింది. స్టేటస్ అవైలబుల్ అంటే నెక్స్ట్ పేజ్కి వెళ్ళడానికి పర్మిషన్ ఇచ్చినట్టు. ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే నెక్స్ట్ పేజ్కి వెళ్ళొచ్చు. సపోజ్ ఆఫ్టర్ ప్రొవైడింగ్ ద ఫైల్ ఆల్సో స్టేటస్ స్టిల్ మిస్సింగ్ మీన్స్ వి ఎంటర్ ద రాంగ్ ఫైల్, వి ప్రొవైడెడ్ ద రాంగ్ ఫైల్. మనం ఫైల్ ఇచ్చా తర్వాత కూడా స్టేటస్ స్టిల్ మిస్సింగ్ అని ఉందంటే మనం ఇచ్చిన ఫైల్ తప్పు ఫైల్ అని. ఓకే, నౌ స్టేటస్ అవైలబుల్. క్లిక్ నెక్స్ట్. Parameter summary screen. Parameter summary screen means whatever pages came here one by one they show here. You want to change anything means change here. There is no changes means click next to continue. Click next. There is no changes here. Click next. This is the result screen. This is the condition and result code. Swap size condition not met. Operating system version condition okay. Operating system language condition okay. NFS service okay. System locate okay. RAM size okay. Domain controller okay. Host IP address okay. Host name, computer name, everything is okay. Swap size is condition not met. Now I start the installation means I did not get successful installation. నేను ఇప్పుడు installation కానీ start చేసినంతే installation success అవదు, error వస్తుంది. Why means swap size is not correct. How much swap size is recommended for my system? 196606. This swap size is recommended for my system. In every system, suppose in your system, in prerequisites check, you saw here your system recommended swap size. Okay, every system have different recommended swap sizes there. You check your system recommended swap size here in prerequisites check. మీ సిస్టమ్ యొక్క స్వాప్ సైజ్ ఎంత రికమెండెడ్ చేస్తుంది అనేది మీరు ప్రీరిక్వెస్ట్ చెక్ లో ఇక్కడ చూడొచ్చు మీరు. సో దిస్ ఇస్ మై సిస్టమ్ రికమెండెడ్ స్వాప్ సైజ్. దిస్ ఇస్ ప్రెసెంటెడ్ ఐ అలోకేటెడ్ స్వాప్ సైజ్. ఇది నా సిస్టమ్ రికమెండ్ చేసే స్వాప్ సైజ్. ఇది నేను అలోకేట్ చేసిన స్వాప్ సైజ్. 1 minute. Now I want to change the swap size. Why means I did not set proper swap size. I want to change the swap size. Minimize this screen. This PC, right click, properties, click advanced system settings, close this window and click settings and click advanced tab and click change D drive. This is your system recommended swap size. Okay, here 196606. Okay, click set. Okay, okay, okay. Now maximize and click next here. When you click no option means here the prerequisites check is skip. Now I want to once again check the prerequisites check. మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు నేను prerequisites check చేయాలి. Click yes. Swap size is okay. Now why means I set proper swap size, recommended swap size. Okay, all the conditions is in okay. Now we start the installation. Click next. Okay, that is the success message. Close the feedback, click close, exist, close. So every SAP software installation, pre-installation steps is different. So when you are using Oracle database means on the time only you install Oracle database, on the time only you want Oracle client. Suppose you are using MS SQL server means on the time you no need Oracle client like that. Okay, VMware workstation, Windows Server 2012 operating system and prerequisite step, pre-installation steps, 3 topics is completed. Okay, now I want to start the 4th experiment, installation. 4th topic is installation. Double click this PC, double click D drive, double click SAP NetWare 1.5, double click SWPM folder, scroll down, double click SAP entity file. By using software provisioning manager only we install software. Software provisioning manager screen use చేసి మనం ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయగలం. Okay, without SWPM software provisioning manager screen will not open. SWPM లేకుండా మనం software provisioning manager screen ని ఓపెన్ చేయలేము. That's why we download SWPM. By using SAP car we extract. After extracting you got SAP entity file. అందుకే మనం swpm.sar ఫైల్ ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని SAP car టూల్ యూస్ చేసుకుని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే మనకి SAP entity ఫైల్ వచ్చింది. దాన్ని డబుల్ క్లిక్ చేస్తేనే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ప్రొవిజనింగ్ మేనేజర్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. Click continue to this website, not recommended. Username administrator, password admin.123 and click OK. Now our software is, in this training, our software is SAP NetWare 7.5, SPAN.1. Our database is Oracle database, SPAN. We are doing installation, SPAN installation. Our system is application server. There are two types of system, AS ABAP system, ABAP based system, Java based system. ABAP based system abbreviation is AS ABAP. Java based system abbreviation is AS Java. Means ABAP based system are also called as AS ABAP. Java based system are also called as AS Java. AS means application server. Application server ABAP, application server Java. In olden days, you have another system also, AS ABAP plus AS Java system. When you are using SAP Solution Manager 7.1 or 7.0 like that, up to SAP Solution Manager 7.1 and SAP Process Integration, we have dual stack system. Dual stack system means, suppose you install SAP Solution Manager 7.1 software in your laptop, means you got AS ABAP plus AS Java. Both systems are installed at a time. That is dual stack system. మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో మీరు SAP సొల్యూషన్ మేనేజర్ 7.1 సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కానీ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేశారంటే ఏఎస్ అబాప్ ఏఎస్ జావా రెండు అప్లికేషన్స్ ఒకే ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ లో ఇన్స్టాల్ అయిపోద్ది. సో వీఆర్ మెయింటైనింగ్ application server ABAP and application server Java system in your laptop. That is dual stack system. But nowadays there is no dual stack systems. In SAP, they stopped the SAP Solution Manager 7.1 software and SAP Process Integration software. These two only dual stack system softwares, SAP Solution Manager 7.1, SAP Process Integration. Nowadays, there is no dual stack systems, only single stack system. Single stack system means in company, in one system they install application server ABAP system, is in another system they install application server Java system. They did not maintain application server ABAP and application server Java systems in one system. They did not maintain like that. In one system they did not maintain. They maintain separate systems only. In one system they maintain application server ABAP, in another system they maintain application server Java. Company lo ఖచ్చితంగా మెయింటైన్ చేయరు. ఒకే సిస్టమ్ లో అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ అబాప్, అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ జావా రెండు ఒక దాంట్లో మెయింటైన్ చేయరు. ఒక సిస్టమ్ లో అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ అబాప్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసింటే ఇంకో సిస్టమ్ లో అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ జావా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసి మెయింటైన్ చేస్తారు. రెండు ఒక సిస్టమ్ లో ఉండదు. దాన్నే సింగిల్ స్టాక్ సిస్టమ్ అంటాం. ఒక సిస్టమ్ లో ఉంటే అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ అబాప్ ఆర్ అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ జావా ఉంటుంది. దాన్నే సింగిల్ స్టాక్ సిస్టమ్ అంటాం. There is no separate stack system also. Separate stack system means when you are installing, then suppose in olden days when you install dual stack system means you want to split AS ABAP or AS Java in separate system, means that is separate stack system. Nowadays there is no separate stack systems. Why? Means there is no dual stack system. That's why there is no separate stack system. ఇంతకుముందు మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో AS ABAP AS Java రెండు మెయింటైన్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఇంకో ల్యాప్టాప్ ఉంది, ల్యాప్టాప్ వన్ లో ఉన్న AS ABAP నా లేదా AS Java నా రెండిట్లో ఏదో స్ప్లిట్ చేసి ల్యాప్టాప్ 2 లోకి సపరేట్ చేసేయాలన్నప్పుడు డ్యూల్ స్టాక్ స్ప్లిట్ అనే ఆప్షన్ ఉండేది, సపరేట్ చేసేసేవాళ్ళం. ఇప్పుడు డ్యూల్ స్టాక్ ఆప్షనే లేనప్పుడు ఇంకా సపరేట్ స్టాక్ సిస్టమ్ ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది? సో ఓన్లీ how many types of system? Two types of systems only, AS ABAP system and AS Java system. In company they maintain in one system AS ABAP, in another system they maintain AS Java. Now I want to install AS ABAP system only, SPAN application server ABAP. We have two types of installation options, standard system, distributor system. Okay, standard system means high availability system means additional systems, extra cost. Standard system means when you are installing standard system, in that system primary application server instance, database instance, ASCS instance are installed at a time. That is standard system. Distributor system means you've installed ASCS instance in one system, you install database instance in another system, you install a primary application server instance in another system. That is distributor system. Otherwise you install primary application server instance, ASCS instance in one system, database instance in one system. That is distributor system. Or you install primary application server instance and database instance in one system, ASCS instance in one system. That is the distributor system. We had two types of installations options, distributed system installation, standard system installation. In company they use any option. there is no rule. Particularly you want to use this option. కంపెనీలో ఎలాంటి రూల్ లేదు. స్టాండర్డ్ సిస్టమ్ ఆప్షన్ యూస్ చేయాలి, డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ సిస్టమ్ ఆప్షన్ యూస్ చేయకూడదు, ఎలాంటి రూల్ లేదు. కంపెనీలో వాళ్ళ ఇష్టము. స్టాండర్డ్ సిస్టమ్ యూస్ చేసుకుంటే స్టాండర్డ్ సిస్టమ్ యూస్ చేస్తారు, డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ సిస్టమ్ అంతే వాళ్ళ దగ్గర అమౌంట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది, ఎక్కువ సిస్టమ్స్ మెయింటైన్ చేయగలం, డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ సిస్టమ్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తే చేసుకోవచ్చు. Okay, maximum 75% in companies they use standard system option only. 25% they use distributed systems also. Okay, in this training we are using standard system. Standard system is after installation is completed. Standard system means ABAP Center Service Instance, ASCS instance, database instance, primary application server instance. These three instances are installed at a time. These three are mandatory instance. Mandatory instances means compulsory instance. ఈ మూడు అనేది కంపల్సరీ ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్. ఈ మూడు కంపల్సరీగా ఇన్స్టాల్. కంపల్సరీ ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్ ఈ మూడు. ABAP Center Service Instance, database instance, primary application server instance. 1 minute. So in this training we are using standard system option. In this training we are following standard system. In this training we did not use distributed system option. So we have three laptops. We have three laptops means you use distributed system option. In one system you maintain ASCS instance, in another system you maintain database instance, in another system you maintain primary application server instance. And remember, when you are using distributed system, first of all compulsory you want to install ASCS instance. That is compulsory. First you install ASCS instance, after you install database instance, after you install primary application server instance. This is the rule. Compulsory you want to follow. Where in which system you are installing database instance, in which system you are installing database instance, in that system only you want to install database software. మీరు ఏ సిస్టమ్ లో డేటాబేస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలనుకున్నారో ఆ సిస్టమ్ లోనే డేటాబేస్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ని ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, suppose in system 1 you are installing ASCS instance means in that system you no need to install database software. మీరు సిస్టమ్ 1 లో ASCS ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలనుకున్నారు, ఆ సిస్టమ్ లో మీరు డేటాబేస్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయలేదు. ఆ సిస్టమ్ లో మీరు ASCS ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసేసి నెక్స్ట్ ఇన్ సిస్టమ్ 2 you want to install database instance. There you want to install database software. సిస్టమ్ 2 లో డేటాబేస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ని మీరు ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలనుకున్నారు, అక్కడ మీరు డేటాబేస్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ని ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి. In system 3 you install primary application server instance. In that system you no need to install database software. System 3 లో మీరు primary application server instance ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు, అక్కడ మీరు database software ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయలేదు. Where you install database instance, in that system only you want to install database software. Okay, so in standard system means these three instances are installed are maintained in single system only. Distributed system means these three instances you are maintaining separate systems. Okay, but in this training we are following standard system. Standard system means primary application server instance, database instance, ABAP central service instance. These three instances are installed in single system only. Okay, click next. Typical or custom. Typical means they show important steps only. Custom means they show all the installation steps. Typical option means they show only some important steps only. So in this training, I'm using custom option. In company also compulsory they use custom option only. Select custom. So use typical or custom. Both options are used for installation purpose only. Select custom and click next here. అక్కడ custom select చేసుకుని next click చేయండి. They asking log off required. Compulsory you want to log off. Click OK. After clicking OK, the system will be log off. After log off only, the installation will be continue. Log off జరిగాక installation continue అవుద్ది. Press Ctrl plus Alt plus delete to sign in. VM username is administrator, password admin.123, enter. Software provisioning manager screen will be opening. Once again they asked authorization. Click continue to this website, not recommended. Username is administrator and password is admin.123. After entering the username and password, click OK. What they asking? SAP system ID. You want to enter SAP system ID. NWA. NWA. Installation drive is correct. D drive only. Click next. Domain name is correct only. vk.techsystems.edu. Suppose you did not maintain domain name means you remove tick mark here. You are maintaining domain name is okay. Click next. మీరు డొమైన్ నేమ్ వాడలేదు, కంప్యూటర్ నేమ్ ఒకటే ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఇక టిక్ మార్క్ తీసేసి డొమైన్ నేమ్ ఎంటర్ చేయలేదు, నెక్స్ట్కి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు. మీరు డొమైన్ నేమ్ వాడితే అది చూపిస్తుంది మీరు యూస్ చేసిన డొమైన్ నేమ్ అనేది. క్లిక్ నెక్స్ట్. Master password. Enter the master password is here. After installation is completed, you want to start the primary application server instance, database instance, and ASCS instance by using this password only. After starting the primary application server instance, ASCS instance, and database instance, you want to log in into this system by using this password only. This password is called as master password. Do not forget this password. మీకు ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యాక ప్రైమరీ అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్, ఏఎస్సిఎస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ని, డేటాబేస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ని స్టార్ట్ చేయాలన్నా, స్టార్ట్ చేసాక లాగిన్ అవ్వాలన్నా ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు ఏ పాస్వర్డ్ ఇస్తారో ఆ పాస్వర్డ్ ద్వారానే జరుగుతుంది. ఈ పాస్వర్డ్ ని మర్చిపోకూడదు. ఈ పాస్వర్డ్ నే మాస్టర్ పాస్వర్డ్ అని పిలుస్తారు. basis.123. basis.123. Click next. Click next. There is no changes here. You don't want to do anything. Local domain only here. Click next. Here also click next. database ID, DBS ID. Database ID are also called as DBS ID. SAP SID and database ID we are using in this training. SAP SID and database SID both are same. So our SAP SID is NWA and database ID DBS ID also NWA. Database ID are called as DBS ID also. Click next. SAP SID ఏదో database ID కూడా అదే ఈ ట్రైనింగ్ లో. Afternoon start and stop SAP GUI post installation uninstallation topics will be covered afternoon batch. Okay, scroll down. What they're telling? Status still missing. What are the status? SAP exe dots are status is still missing. IJS exe dots are is status still missing. IJS helper dots are is status still missing. SAP exe db dots are is status still missing. dba tools dots are is status still missing. We want to provide that files. Click this icon. D drive, NetWare 7.5 kernel. Okay, click next. Status still missing means they are asking that file. Status still missing ante అర్థం ఏంటంటే ఆ ఫైల్స్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయమని అడుగుతుంది.
సార్ నేను సాయంత్రం హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్ళాలి కాబట్టి నేను
నేను లింక్ పెట్టేస్తాను, మీరు చూసుకొని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి అంతే. ఎవరికైనా చెప్పేస్తున్నాను. ఎవరి ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అంటే కొన్ని కుదిరక రాకపోయటం అదంతా ఏదైనా నేను మామూలుగా ప్లాన్ చేశాను. మీకు మార్నింగ్ ఎలాగా ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ ఎలాగా, రేపు కూడా మార్నింగ్ అలాగా ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ ఎలాగా అని చెప్పి మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ చేసి నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ కూడా ఇలాగే తీసుకుని కంప్లీట్ చేసేస్తున్నాను. కుదిరిన వాళ్ళు అటెండ్ అవ్వండి, కుదిరిన వాళ్ళు అటెండ్ కాకపోయినా లింక్ ఫాలో అవ్వండి అంతే.
సరే సార్, తర్వాత మండే రోజు సాయంత్రం మనకి ప్రాజెక్ట్ క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది కదా?
అప్గ్రేడ్ అండి, అప్గ్రేడ్ టాపిక్ ఉంటుంది.
అది సక్సెస్ఫుల్ అయిపోయిందండి?
అయిపోయిందండి.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Scroll down here scroll down. All the status available. Status available means they give the permission to go to the next page. We provided correct kernel files. Click next. Scroll down. SAP host agent .sar. Scroll down. Status available. Status available means no need to provide that file. Status available ఉందంటే ఆ ఫైల్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయలేదు. Click next. Status available means they give permission to go to the next page. Here no changes here. Click next. Click next. Installation export file. They are asking installation export file. NetWeaves 1.50 installation export file. Every software have export file, different export file. That's why before installation we download that export file. Why means when installation time they asked export file. That's why before installation we download that export file and extract that file. Click browse and provided extracted folder. Browse చేసి మనం extract చేసాం కదా, extract చేసిన folder ని provide చేయాలి. D drive NetWeaves 1.5 export. Okay, click next. You remember one point. You installing any ABAP system means you are installing any SAP software. You are installing application server ABAP system means you want that SAP software export file. SAP NetWeaves 1.4 you are installing means you want SAP NetWeaves 1.4 export file. SAP NetWeaves 1.4 export file and SAP NetWeaves 1.5 export file both are not same. They are different. SAP S4HANA 2021 export file also different. So we want to download and extract the export files before installing the SAP software. When SAP S4HANA software, you no need to extract that export files. Now scroll down. These are all the database files. This file is installing in D drive. Okay, my installation drive is D drive. Okay, it's okay. But this file is installing in C drive. So I want to change from C drive to D drive. This file also will be installing in C drive. This file also will change from C drive to D drive. I means my installation drive is D drive. That's why I'm selecting all these files will be installed in D drive only. Okay, click next. అన్ని ఇన్స్టాల్డ్ డి డ్రైవ్ లోనే అవ్వేలాగా సెట్ చేశాను అక్కడ. ఎందుకంటే నా ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ డ్రైవ్ డి డ్రైవ్ కాబట్టి అవి అన్ని డి డ్రైవ్ లో ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ అవ్వేలాగా సెట్ చేశాను. క్లిక్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్. నెక్స్ట్ క్లిక్ చేయాలి ఇక్కడ. And one more part. When you start installation in D drive means in which your installation drive, not in C drive, in program files, you have SAP inst_instdr. This is the installation directory. In this drive, what I am installing NetWeaves 7.5. This software installation log files means important files. Log files will be stored in this drive. This drive is called as installation directory. C drive లో ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఫైల్స్ లోకి వెళ్తే మీకు SAP inst_instdr అనే ఫోల్డర్ ఉంటుంది. అది ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ డైరెక్టరీ అని పిలుస్తాము. మనం ఏదైతే ఇప్పుడు సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ సంబంధించిన లాగ్ ఫైల్స్ అన్ని ఆ ఫోల్డర్ లో సేవ్ చేసి పెడుతుంది. ఆ ఫోల్డర్ కానీ ఆ ఫోల్డర్ లోపల ఉన్న ఫైల్స్ కానీ మనం డిలీట్ కానీ చేంజ్ కానీ చేయకూడదు. అలా చేస్తే ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చి స్టాప్ అయిపోద్ది. You did not edit, change the folder or inside the folder. You did not delete the folder or inside the files of the folder. When you delete the folder or inside the files of the folder, you delete means the installation will be get error. You did not get successful installation. So that is the installation directory. Okay, it will be created automatically. I did not create that folder. ఆ ఫోల్డర్ నేను క్రియేట్ చేయలేదు, అదో ఆటోమేటిక్ గా క్రియేట్ అయిపోయింది సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ స్టార్ట్ చేయగానే. సో ఇన్ దట్ ఫోల్డర్ your log files, your software log files will be stored in that folder. Click next here. No changes. And here also D drive, you did not get installation directory. Okay, so here also click next. No changes. Oracle Client 12.1. They asked Oracle Client 12.1 software. That's why before installation I download Oracle Client 12.1 software. Okay, Oracle database, HANA database only. They asked Oracle Client, HANA client like that. MS SQL Server, SAP MaxDB, SAP ASC database. They did not ask client softwares. I think IBM DB2 also they asked client software. Okay, click browse and provide Oracle client software. Extracted folder. In Oracle client extracted folder, we have OCL underscore Windows underscore x86 underscore 64. Select that one and click next. So before installing Oracle database, I told you, no, I don't have Oracle user and password. So here also I don't want to enter the Oracle username and password. Select this option. When you select this option means you no need to enter this Oracle username and password. And click next. Click next. Click next. Click next. They're asking the instance number of primary application server. Instance number is 00. ACS instance number is 01. What is the use of instance number? To identify the instance, for that purpose only we use instance number. మనం ఏ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ఏది అని ఐడెంటిఫై చేయడానికి ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నంబర్ అనేది యూస్ చేస్తాం. ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నంబర్ ఇస్ ఏ 2-digit number 00 to 97. Instance numbers is available for you. Okay, so instance number is unique, means you provide 00 instance number for primary application server instance. You provide same instance number to ACS instance, means they did not taken. You maintain different instance number for different instances. To identify the instance, for that purpose only we use instance number. ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నెంబర్ అనే 2-digit నెంబర్ 00 నుంచి 97 వరకు ఉంటుంది. ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ని ఐడెంటిఫై చేయడానికి ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నెంబర్ అనేది యూస్ చేస్తాము. ఏ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ ఏది అని ఐడెంటిఫై చేయడానికి ప్రతి ఇన్స్టాన్స్ కి డిఫరెంట్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నెంబర్ అనేది ఇవ్వాలి. ఒకే ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నెంబర్ ఇస్తే తీసుకోవద్దు. దట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫాల్ట్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నంబర్స్. సపోజ్ యూ వాంట్ టు చేంజ్ మీన్స్ ప్రొవైడ్. So in this training, I am using 11 as primary application server instance number and 10 as ACS instance number. ఈ ట్రైనింగ్ లో నేను ప్రైమరీ అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ కి 11 అని ఇస్తున్నాను ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నంబరు, ACS ఇన్స్టాన్స్ కి 10 అని ఇస్తున్నాను ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నంబర్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్ ఈజ్ ఇన్స్టాలింగ్? నౌ వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్ ఆర్ ఇన్స్టాలింగ్? ఏ ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్ ఇన్స్టాల్ అవుతున్నాయి ఇప్పుడు ఈ సిస్టమ్ లో? ఇన్ దిస్ సిస్టమ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్ ఆర్ ఇన్స్టాలింగ్? ఈ సిస్టమ్ లో ఏ ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్ ఇన్స్టాల్ అవుతున్నాయి?
నథింగ్ బట్ ACS వెళ్తుందండి, పాస్ వెళ్తుంది, ప్రైమరీ అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్. అండ్
యా టెల్ మీ.
ACS and pass getting installed అండి.
Only that 2 instances only is installing in this system.
Yeah, apart from that, NQ also.
I'm asking
Database server instance.
database instance, primary application server instance, ABAP central service instances are installing now in this system. Why they did not ask database instance number here? Means they no need to provide instance number for database instance. That's why you do in this system they did not maintaining instance number for database instance. They clearly in this step only they clearly telling no need to maintain instance number for database instance. ఈ స్టెప్ చూడగానే మీకు ఏం అర్థమవుతుంది? సో ప్రైమరీ అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్, ACS ఇన్స్టాన్స్, డేటాబేస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్, 3 ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్ గా ఇన్స్టాల్ అవుతుంది. 2 ఇన్స్టాన్సెస్ కి ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నంబర్ అడిగింది, డేటాబేస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ కి అడగలేదంటే డేటాబేస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ కి ఇన్స్టాన్స్ నంబర్ అవసరం లేదు అని క్లియర్ గా చెప్తుంది. సో primary application server instance, ASCS instance, and database instance are installing in this system. They did not ask instance number for database instance. That's only telling no need to instance number. They did not maintaining instance number for database instance. Only they maintaining instance number for primary application server instance and ASCS instance. Means you want to identify which one is primary application server instance, which one is ASCS instance for you by using instance number. So primary application server instance, ASCS instance ఏదని instance number చూసి identify చేయాలి compulsory. That's why no need the instance number for database instance. Database instance ki instance number అనేది లేదు. Only you maintain instance numbers for primary application server instance and ASCS instance. Now click next after entering the instance number. So here port numbers used. Port numbers are used for communication purpose. Port numbers అనేది ఉంటాయి. ఆ port numbers communication purpose కోసం యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ABAP message server port number. Message server port number. Message server port number is 3610. 10 is ASCS instance number. Suppose my ASCS instance number is 70 means message server port number is ABAP message server port number is 3670. Now my ASCS instance number is 10. That's why ABAP message server port number is 3610. Like that internal ABAP message server port number is 3910. So suppose my ASCS instance number is 50 means internal ABAP message server port number is 3950. That last two digits is your ASCS instance number for ABAP message server port number and internal ABAP message server port number. ఆ లాస్ట్ టూ digits అనేది మీ మెసేజ్ సర్వర్ పోర్ట్ ASCS ఇన్స్టెన్స్ యొక్క పోర్ట్ నంబర్ అవి. సారీ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ నంబర్, నాట్ పోర్ట్ నంబర్, ఇన్స్టెన్స్ నంబర్. Message server ABAP message server port number is 3610 now. Internal ABAP message server port number is 3910. You want to remember that port numbers compulsory. Use that port numbers. ఆ పోర్ట్ నంబర్స్ మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఆ పోర్ట్ నంబర్ ఖచ్చితంగా వాడతారు మీరు. It is very, very important. What is the port number of message server? They asked like that. What is the port number of message server? You want to answer. Click next here. Click next. Click next. Click next. Click next. Okay. You want additional components in ASCS instance? They asking question. You want additional components in ASCS instance? మీకు ASCS instance లోపల additional components కావాలా అంటుంది, అడుగుతుంది. నా దగ్గర 2 additional components ఉన్నాయి. SAP వెబ్ డిస్పాచర్ గేట్వే అనే additional components అవి ఏమన్నా కావాలా మీకు ASCS instance లో అని అడుగుతుంది. They asking I have additional component SAP web dispatcher and gateway. You want that additional components in your ASCS instance? Okay, I want SAP web dispatcher. So that component is available in ASCS instance. After installation in ASCS instance, SAP web dispatcher component is available. Okay, click next. నాకు ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యాక చూస్తే ASCS ఇన్స్టెన్స్ లోపల SAP వెబ్ డిస్పాచర్ ఉంటుంది. క్లిక్ నెక్స్ట్ హియర్. Click next. You got one key ID, key value. Backup that key ID and key value. Backup this key ID and key value and click OK. Review parameter summary screens. Parameter summary screen means from starting page what the pages is got, every page will they show here. You want to change anything means show here, change here. మనకి ఫస్ట్ నుంచి ఏ పేజెస్ ఓపెన్ అయ్యి అన్ని పేజెస్ ఇక్కడ చూపిస్తుంది. మనం ఏమైనా చేంజ్ చేయాలనుకుంటే ఇక్కడ చేంజ్ చేయాలి. దేర్ ఇస్ నో చేంజెస్, క్లిక్ నెక్స్ట్. Executive service. Executive service means installation started 0 to 100%. Here when installation is running, on that time you got any error means you got retry or cancel option. So when you get that option, first of all you click retry button. సో మీకు ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు 9% దగ్గర మీకు ఎర్రర్ వచ్చి రీట్రై క్యాన్సిల్ అని వచ్చిందంటే వెంటనే రీట్రై క్లిక్ చేయండి. అది 9 నుంచి 10 కంటిన్యూ అయిందంటే నో ప్రాబ్లం. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఎర్రర్. సపోజ్ 9 నుంచి రీట్రై వచ్చింది, రీట్రై క్లిక్ చేసినా అది 9లో మళ్ళీ అదే ఎర్రర్ చూపించిందంటే ఎర్రర్ ఎక్కడ అనేది చెప్పద్దు, ఇక్కడ చూపిస్తుంది. ఎర్రర్ని మాన్యువల్ గా సాల్వ్ చేసి అప్పుడు రీట్రై క్లిక్ చేస్తే ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ కంటిన్యూ అవుతాయి. Okay, when you this process is running, on that time you got any error means you got retry or cancel option. On that time first of all you click retry. Installation is continue means from 9 to 10% installation continue means no problem. When you click retry, they show once again retry cancel option means so manually you read where is error getting, manually you solve that error and click retry means installation continue. Okay, so this is installation progress screen. This progress screen information where this information we have two important log files, sapinst.log and sapinst_dev.log. In sapinst.log, installation progress information will be saved. Installation progress, this is only installation progress 0 to 100%. This information will be stored in sapinst.log. Means when you get error means where you saw that error information, sapinst.log file. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎర్రర్ గాని వచ్చిందంటే మీరు ఎక్కడ చూడాలి? sapinst.log ఫైల్లో చూడాలి ఎర్రర్ ఏంటనేది. Why means this installation progress information will be stored in sapinst.log file. Entire installation total notification will be stored in sapinst_dev.log. There are so many log files is there, but these two log files only important log files. These log files are available in installation directory. ఆ log files ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? installation directory లో ఉంటుంది. sapinst.log sapinst.log file. So in this log file, installation progress information will be stored 0 to 100% information. sapinst_dev.log file. In this log file, entire installation notification will be stored. From starting to success message, every information will be stored in sapinst_dev.log. So these are remaining log files. So many log files is there, but these two log files only very important log files. All the log files are reference to this log files only, to reference to this two log files. అన్ని log files ఈ రెండు log files కి reference. ఈ రెండు log files important log files. ఈ log files అన్ని sapinst_inst.dr లో ఉంటుంది. That's why I telling when installation time you did not delete this installation directory or change the installation directory inside the files. Okay, this is installation. When installation started, when you get this screen, close the installation. So when you close the software provisioning manager, it is not fully closed. ఎప్పుడైతే నేను ఇక్కడ బ్రౌజర్ క్లోజ్ చేసేసాను, సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ప్రొవిజనింగ్ మేనేజర్ ఫుల్ గా క్లోజ్ అవ్వలేదు. Click here. This is the software provisioning manager icon. Right click and click exist means it is closed. Okay, you don't want to wait until the success message. Okay, when that installation progress is started, close the installation. మీకు ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ ప్రోగ్రెస్ స్టార్ట్ అవగానే క్లోజ్ చేసేయండి, ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ సక్సెస్ దాకా వెయిట్ చేయలేదు. ఓకే, VMware Windows Server 2012 operating system pre-installation steps, SAP NetBeans 1.5 software installation is completed. 4 topics is completed. Afternoon, additional application server instance installation, Incur application server instance installation, start and stop, SAP GUI post installation. 5 topics. Afternoon, additional application server instance, Incur application server instance, start and stop, SAP GUI post installation, uninstallation. Total 6 topics. Morning, now VMware Windows Server 2012 operating system pre-installation steps, SAP NetBeans 1.5. 4 topics. Afternoon, 6 topics. Total 10 topics will be completed today. Okay, afternoon 3 to 6 class. ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ 6 టాపిక్స్, ఐ టీచ్ 6 టాపిక్స్. ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ 6 టాపిక్స్ చెప్తాను, మార్నింగ్ ఇప్పుడు 4 టాపిక్స్ అయ్యాయి. టోటల్గా ఈరోజు 10 టాపిక్స్ కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, I stop the class here. Afternoon 3 to 6 class.